Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Teams Mikrotik tutorial part 2.1 basic system configuration, and this is the continual procedure from Mikrotik tutorial part 2.0, which were meant to 2. Just part 2. Okay, so in this part I will start setting up a single LAN because we have configured and added Mikrotik router interfaces. We will name it and we will set the single LAN. We will connect the PC with the single LAN user PC. In this case, our XP virtual machine will be using access Mikrotik router OS through its single LAN. So then we will configure the remote access, and we will show you some basic configuration using terminal. So let's go ahead. Here is where we had two interfaces. I am going to rename those. We can double click it and I can rename those. One interface I will be using for LAN, and another one will be used for ISP connection. So here I will be considering two network. I will show you details about LAN configuration in my next few videos, but this time we are getting familiar with this Mikrotik router OS. So this is the LAN, and we are going to assign the IP address on this interface. So go to IP address, add. We are going to declare an IP address on this interface. The interface will be LAN. This is correct. So LAN interface is ready. All we need to do right now, just assign an IP address on my virtual machine, the XP virtual machine, and access using IP address. Okay, so I'm going to pause this video. I will set the IP address in my virtual machine and we'll start again. So my IP configuration is done, and I have assigned my system an IP address of 10.10.10.11. But remember, we configured tech teams will only be allowed from an IP address of 10.10.10.10. So in this case, I will try to access my Mikrotik using IP address of Mikrotik, and it will not allow me to connect. Let's see. Here it is showing me wrong username or password. It's because Mikrotik cannot be accessed from a restricted IP address. Okay, so I'm going to connect using MAC address, and it will allow me to access. So let's go ahead and see some other configuration. In this part I will clarify you that our basic configuration is done to connect for connectivity, but we have to see the Mikrotik system configuration. Initial system configuration, we will set the time, we will see the time. I will show you how to set it, and we will see the configuration of different things as well. So let's go ahead and see some basic things in system. You can do auto upgrade. It will do upgradation process automatically in a periodic time. Okay, so you have to select the filter, and we will show it in later videos. System certificate. You can give the system a certificate if you are using a PKI infrastructure, or your router is in a certificate service environment where you have a practice of for certificates. Okay, for clock we will set the time using Mikrotik Telnet session. We will the console. This is very interesting. See, here is we can see the Linux. It's because you will not see these things in a physical Mikrotik environment. You will just see this part, the serial 1, in physical Mikrotik environment. As because this is a router OS on served on the virtual environment. The kernel is actually Linux, so it's showing the Linux in a virtual term. Okay, so don't worry about that, it's nothing. Alright, so let's go check health. You won't be able to see right now because this is disabled. We have to enable it from console or from Telnet remote access session. Okay, we can do it using here in a new terminal. Using the terminal, this is the same thing from which you will get from the console. Alright, so next you will get the license. You can you saw that when we logged into the system gave me a warning that we don't have the license. The trial license will expire in 20 hours. So after that we can install the license, we can import the key, export the key, upgrade or get a new key from here. Alright, let's go see the logging. This is the logging information memory. We will talk about these things later on in my advanced Mikrotik tutorial videos. So NTP server and client is about time configuration. You can do manual time configuration on clock section. See, here is the time is here already set by the system. I can configure it from new terminal using the terminal. Let's see the NTP client is not enabled. We will set this NTP client in my next video. Alright, so this time I'm just going to show you what we can do here. So let's see the password. The important thing is identity. You can set identity. This is the host name of the system. Okay, right now it is showing the Mikrotik on top of this console. If I change it to TechLab, it will be changed to TechLab. This is very important when you are in a big network environment where you are configuring and maintaining several Mikrotik routers or other devices. Let's see that file system. Here's the file. We didn't talk about too much about these things because it's all about advanced feature of that. Actually, I can talk about this one, the reboot reset configuration. You can do reset your Mikrotik router board anytime from here. Okay, you have the preference so that you can keep the user configuration. So you don't want to back up your existing system before you do reset. I'm not going to reset this configuration right now. I will show you one thing here. you can back up your system, the configuration what we have done until now from here,